Steve-Jaros in this situation?
Well, yes, certainly the advantage goes to Steve-Jaros, and now we haven't had a chance to see what the left side of the lane is like. So, you know, I'm not really sure exactly what Parker has. I know in the practice he looked pretty good, but you know, it's been quite a while since he's had a chance to throw some shots on this pair of lanes, as Steve-Jaros will start the title match.
First shot. Not quite. 2-8. Didn't quite finish on the back end for Jaros. 50,000 once again to our champion.
25-5 to the runner-up. So very, very good money here in Japan, and believe me, that's one of the things that the pros appreciate about this tournament. It really is not just an enjoyable tournament from the aspect of being able to come to another country, but it's nice to have that big money up on top.
No problem with the 2-8. Jaros covers it. Now we're going to see our tournament leader, Parker Bohn III. And when I think of left-handers, certainly Earl Anthony and Johnny Petraglia, Dave Davis, some great left-handers, Mike Albee, but you got to throw Parker Bohn in there.
Well, he's the best left-hander on tour right now, and you may just want to call him the best bowler on tour right now.
First shot. Oh. Starts it off with a strike.
Very aggressive shot for Parker Bohn III. Is something may have distracted him a little bit. Instead of throwing the ball perfect, he threw it, well, he did throw it perfect.
Parker 35, 5'11", 150 pounds, but boy, he can get an awful lot on that ball.
Well, it's done with the backswing. As we take a look at Parker up here in the second frame, if you can watch the length of his swing and how fluid it is, you know, really no wasted motion. Just really, it's fun to watch Parker bowl, and look at that shot. The strength of Parker Bohn III as he rips the rack. Takes an early 10-pin lead over Steve-Jaros.
So Parker Bohn, a big double to start this title match here in the '98 Japan Cup. Jaros in the second frame. Oh, and a stubborn 7-pin.
And both of his shots, Phil, have been light in the pocket. Left the 2-8 in the first frame. Light in the pocket. Now it got a little more of the head pin. Still was not able to crumble out the 7-pin. He's looking at an 11-pin deficit, and doesn't it look like Parker Bohn's been the one that's been bowling on this pair for the last hour and not Steve-Jaros?
Jaros picks up.
Just barely. He just kind of nicked it, but that's all you need. Just touch it, get it done.
Jaros, though, coming off that win over Walter Ray Williams Jr. to make it here into the title match.
Well, he's been bowling great so far. He's bowled 2 games on our televised pair. He's got a 237 and a 238. So he certainly should be lined up. Shouldn't be having any problem getting to the pocket anyway. Sometimes carry a little tough. We'll see what he does in the third.
Oh, 4 but the 9 stands.
And I really think that's a result of coming in light in the first couple of frames. Makes a little bit of an over adjustment, and you saw the pin roll over into the 9-pin. Looked like it might topple it over. These are the 3-pound, 10-ounce pins. Didn't quite get it. As we take a look at a replay of Steve-Jaros, really throws the ball with a lot of conviction, very much like Walter Ray. That was hard and straight at that 9-pin. No problem with the spare, but right now he understands that spares are not going to be good enough against the likes of Parker Bohn III, who started out with 2 strikes in a row to open up this match.
And this year marked the 5th time in 14 years that the championship round of the Japan Cup comprised of all PBA players. So Parker Bohn working on that double. Watch this style, watch the result. Oh my.
He looks to extend his lead, and he does. Parker Bohn perfect through 3 frames. Steve-Jaros 3 spares, Parker Bohn 3 strikes. Parker Bohn is loose. He's aggressive. And by far, bowling the best of anybody on the tour this year.
So Parker, a little extra time. He started off this match 3 in a row, getting up in the 4th frame. He said he'd love to be voted player of the year, and this could be the year.
Well, with a good performance here, this will go a long way to taking him there. And he is
pumped up. It is Parker Bohn III on top, going up against Steve-Jaros here in the title match. We have more coming your way in a minute.